Hey everyone, Jason Fife here. I'm a data engineering manager for JourneyTEAM, and we have a team of 6 data engineers that love to help organizations manage data. So, getting started, Microsoft Purview provides a unified data governance solution to help manage and govern your on-premises, multi-cloud, and SaaS data. The product was first released as Azure Purview in September 2021, but then just a few months later in April 2022, Microsoft announced that Azure Purview would become Microsoft Purview. So what's the difference? Microsoft Purview is essentially a combination of the former Azure Purview and Microsoft 365 compliance portfolio. So now you're able to maintain data governance, security, and compliance all in one place. And the awesome thing about Purview, especially when comparing to other data governance and compliance platforms, is that Microsoft Purview is an Azure service, so its spend is run under a pay-as-you-go model. Just a month after the name change to Microsoft Purview, Microsoft unveiled the new Microsoft Intelligent Data Platform. And as you can see from this slide, the 3 main pillars are databases, analytics, and governance. So what this means to me is that Microsoft is serious about the success and validity of Purview in helping organizations get their arms around their data estate. So here's a look at the architecture. Connections are created to data sources, and catalogs are then created on metadata from those sources. Microsoft Purview helps organizations by providing data discovery, traceability, and searchability. So why is this so valuable? Well, say for example, you need to identify all versions of sales header, what the original source is for sales header, where that entity is shared, and who has access to it, and what Power BI reports are used to transform and or to consume the model table. Okay, so Microsoft Purview provides search on that sales header table, which provides answers to those questions. Okay, so looking here at the Microsoft Purview governance portal, you're able to either search for that sales header entity or browse for it. Once you find what you're looking for, you're able to see lineage of what Power BI reports are using that table, as well as what the activity in the Azure data pipeline that transformed it, and finally providing lineage to the original data source. And that source could be a file in Azure Data Lake Storage, which isn't shown on this slide. Also, within the governance portal, you're able to enrich assets by creating definitions and govern security and sharing parameters. So here's an example of a Purview implementation that I built. On the far right, you can see a table called User Sample Final. And then to the left of that is a pipeline transformation. And to the left of that is the source of the user sample table. And then to the left of that highlighted is also another data pipeline transformation. And then finally, furthest left is the source file stored in Azure Data Lake Storage. Okay, so getting started with Purview involves creating an account within your subscription, and then traversing to the Microsoft Purview governance portal. And once you're in the governance portal, I'd recommend that you click on the guided tour highlighted on the upper right there on the slide, which walks you through setting up connections, assets, collections, and making use of the platform. And I'd recommend giving yourself plenty of time because piecing this solution together can be a bit complex, or just let us know if we can help.